Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today, since we are reaching close to Black Friday, we're going to discuss a little bit about the market from freelancers to agencies, what to expect, and all the red flags. First of all, I'm also a freelancer. I do ads for other people, so I do have a clear opinion about the market and what is happening. We're going to discuss a little bit about the red flags, what you need to see in stuff, Upwork, and other ways of finding freelancers. First of all, as you can see in the thumb, I added one print screen for some crazy ROAS and stuff. First of all, this ad account, it is real. It exists on a Caribbean island, Aruba. Okay, it exists on Aruba, and it's actually a monopoly site that sells unique things. If you are a viewer of this channel, most probably by me talking about this all over these years, you can piece out the puzzles and have the whole story. There are other accounts that are operating like this. Your ad account is not going to operate like this. This is the sad truth. If you have another account operating like this, good for you, but don't expect another account to operate like this if it's operating with 2 or 3 ROAS. Let's discuss a little bit about expectations. When you're hiring someone like me or an agency or someone, don't expect just because you are hiring them to take you from the 2 ROAS that you are and you are unprofitable to 3-4 ROAS just because you hired someone. This is not their work. Their work is to scale what you have already achieved. For example, if you have 2 ROAS break even and you're hitting 2.5 ROAS, the ultimate goal here is to scale if they can, and if they have the time also, while they are maintaining the 2.5 ROAS or dropping a little bit. And what I'm trying to say by this is that Facebook ads is not a platform that you are looking for ROAS, but you are looking for volume. You are looking to scale all the time. So don't expect for someone or pay someone just to fix it. There are rare cases that we are scaling and the ROAS are improving, and rare cases that we are scaling and the ROAS are maintaining exactly the same and not dropping a little bit. Of course, they are happening, but don't go with that idea to the freelancer or the agency that you want to work with. In our world and in the job that we do, there are a lot of times customers that they come to us and they ask crazy things here and there. I'm always honest with them, and I even turn them down and tell them, look, if you're looking for that, I don't think that this is possible. On the other hand, there are other people that they are just saying that everything is possible, and you will go and tell them I want 5 ROAS, they will tell you, sure, we can get 5 ROAS. They just take your money, and all of this is causing a very big problem in the trustworthiness of the industry, because I meet people that again and again they told me that I had this bad experience with the agency, this bad thing with this freelancer and stuff. Be honest to the people and try to see if you can help them or not. And if you fail, it's fine, you can move on. But if you tell them lies, for example, that you can get them 5 ROAS, and then they come to you the next month and they talk to you that they tell to you that you told us about 5 ROAS and you didn't, and you tell them that no, this is not possible while you took their money, well, for me this is unethical. Just be transparent from the beginning and say if you can reach the target or not, and if you think based on your experience that this is achievable or not. Recently I have seen a video from a Greek, I'm not going to call him freelancer, I'm going to call him an idiot. Basically what he has done is that he was showing a video that he was saying that there was one owner of a store. The budgets in Greece are very small, by the way, and I don't work with Greece, but you know, he does, because obviously he cannot do anything better than that. But he was telling to this guy that in a video that, look, this agency that you hired, it actually spent 115 euros and they have 0.5 ROAS, and this is unacceptable and stuff, and everybody on this agency should be fired. And it got me triggered actually, and I argued with him and I told him that you cannot say about people to get fired or whatever. You can say your opinion always, but not like that. He has a course for $27, for example. Anyway, and he told me that I have 30 clients and all of them they have 4 ROAS. This is a red flag for me, because that means that all of them they have high average order value items, or I don't know what. I told him that even if they sell t-shirts or coffee machines or they sell refrigerator units, all of them they have 4 ROAS. This is impossible, and this made me realize that this idiot doesn't know what he's talking about. Because if you're talking like this and you're saying that I'm having 30 clients that all of them they have 4 ROAS, obviously you don't know the industry and you don't understand the fact that they're going to be completely different ROAS, because the ROAS really depend on the numbers of a company and they don't just depend on what you want as a person. If you come to me and you tell me I want 3 ROAS, I'm going to sit down, look at your numbers, what kind of results you are getting, and then we're going to decide if it's possible or not. It's not like I want 3 ROAS, this is what I want, and this is what I'm actually asking from you, and if I don't get it, it's your fault and not my fault. It's your company's fault. It's not my fault that I cannot increase the numbers of your revenue, for example. So Facebook is the platform that's actually connecting people with the site. If the site is set, if your numbers don't make sense, if you have bad average order value, if you have an item which is a monopoly, for example, and it's selling very well, just to give you also the other side, while others they don't have this product and you are making crazy ROAS out of it because nobody else has it. All of that, it's something that Facebook is just connecting the right people with your site. If your numbers don't make sense, don't expect 3 ROAS to come just like this, because Facebook is not going to fix your ROAS problem. This is a problem that it has to fix within your company. So agencies coming and telling that, hey, we had these results here, these results there, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter if they had 4, 5, 6, 7 ROAS. The ad accounts that I'm showing you, it doesn't matter. I'm showing you the ad accounts and I'm saying to you, for example, okay, we're seeing 5 ROAS here, but the break-even ROAS is 4, okay? The break-even ROAS matters. If somebody shows you 4 ROAS and the break-even ROAS is 5, if somebody shows you 3 ROAS and the break-even ROAS is 4, it doesn't matter. What really matters is to be able to understand the numbers of a company, and when somebody shows you one case study with big numbers or whatever, you need to understand that this has nothing to do with your own company. It's just for you to see what kind of things they have done in the ad account. The same way that I'm showing case studies, and I'm showing them for a reason, to show you the growth, to show you how it went, to show you how we structured an ad account with a lot of different campaigns and how we overcome bad periods. This is what you need to show in a case study, not to flex some ROAS that you don't know the break-even ROAS behind them. So let's talk about case studies and let's talk about print screens. Somebody can send you print screens and stuff. It doesn't say anything because somebody can take the print screens from someone else. Secondly, if they show you a case study or something, it doesn't say anything. Do you know how you're going to filter them? Ask them, can you show me another account now? Show me live another account. Don't just show me the ROAS on the other account. Show me what you have done. Show me how you have built it. Show me how it has actually evolved, the same way that I'm showing in the case studies. Show me what is your plan for the next months and where you want to go. If you are getting any resistances, how are you operating in this ad account? Which kind of strategies you are using? Why? Which is the break-even ROAS? Okay, so numbers just by numbers, they don't say anything, but numbers, when you compare them with the break-even numbers, they do make a lot of sense. So don't just get dazzled by someone showing you 3, 4, 5 ROAS, 7 ROAS. It doesn't matter. You don't know what kind of products they are selling. What really matters here is to understand their process and to see if it's going to make sense with your company. When it comes to agencies, be careful of not going into someone who is going to close you and then someone else is going to do the ads. One of the biggest issues with agencies is the lack of communication. The person that you're talking to and you like and it's closing you because he's a closer, it doesn't mean that it's going to work with you. Most probably the job is going to delegate it to someone else and this person is going to do your ads and you're just going to talk with this person and not with the person who is actually doing the ads, or she is actually doing the ads. That's a very big issue with agencies. Third thing, I never work with 3-month contract. I do understand that it's important to have time, but a lot of times agencies are using that in order to stall. For example, I'm having some clients, for example, that I'm closing on, let's say for this year on June. On July, I'm doing very well. On August, I'm doing very well. On the other month of September, I'm doing very bad. The client is firing me. It has actually happened. That's a fragile way of working. I always work monthly because I really like for people to like me in order to work with me. And sometimes you might even have very good results, but you're not going to be a very good fit with someone. You're not going to like to talk to each other, or you're not going to like him, or she is not going to like you. So this is an issue, and a lot of times agencies try to save that by having 3-month contracts. In these 3 months, if results are not doing well in the first month, they try to stall you and they say that this month we're going to do testing, the next month we're going to do this, the next month we're going to do this, and they try to stall the situation, and you're losing 3 months of your spend. This is why I don't like to have 3-month contracts. I do understand that from the business perspective it makes total sense, but for me, I prefer not to have someone crying about results or whatever when they cannot support it, and just leave instead of keeping in them crying. And for agencies, it's about volume, okay? It's about closing another client. It doesn't matter, because they're just running 3 campaigns. 1 campaign for testing, 1 campaign for prospecting, and 1 campaign for retargeting, and that's it. That's a small management, so they can have 50, 60, 70, 80 clients. They employ people from India and Pakistan. I have nothing against the countries, but the quality work over there is poor. They're not experts, okay? They are doing basic stuff that everybody does. And the other thing is that you are having these agencies that they don't care if you're going to fire them or not, because their whole business is actually built up on the process of onboarding new clients again. And if one account is working, perfect, let's keep it. If it's not, let's leave it. So that's how the industry with agencies is working. And this is why I don't like to have an agency, I'm just a freelancer, even if that means that I can take less clients, because I like to build my relationships, and this is the reason that I managed to scale way past what agencies are doing by having very big contracts with companies that I'm working for years, like the case studies that I showed you the previous days or weeks, I don't know. It's a better relationship like this, instead of just having, of course it's a little bit more riskier, because if one of these clients leaves, then you have a big problem that you need to replenish, and these are built up relationships for years that I have right now. But I wasn't affected so much by it so far, so I'm keep doing it instead of trying to onboard all the time new clients and just get volume without me trying to build relationships. And this is the difference. So from your perspective, you need to give time to someone work with you, because I have showed you in the case studies previously that it needs time. Some months are going to be bad, some months are going to be good. September for me, and if you're a freelancer, most probably you know it, it has been a month that I have onboarded some clients on July. They stopped because of September, even while we did pretty well on July and August. And I know that this is unfair, but this is how it works. You might do ads, for example. Let's say that somebody employs me on September. I'm having ads that are worse from what they had on August and July. They blame me because it's just a bad period, but they do blame me because I'm the new factor coming in. And then they fire me, for example. They hire someone on October. October is a good month, and suddenly this person is considered better advertiser than me. No, it's not about that. If you work with someone, give them a long period of time to work, and just try to find out what your numbers are and if are working and so on. And this is how it works. And this is the sad part with our niche over here, which means that people come and go. And this is what the agencies are realizing, and they're doing it like this. But they're not building the ad accounts inside. They don't care about the ad accounts. They go immediately and they just create volume of new clients coming, and they don't serve them in a good way. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule, okay? There are a lot of agencies that they do creatives, they do the branding, they do all of that, and they have very good results with their clients, and they work individually in each one of the ad accounts the same way that one freelancer does. But most of the agencies and most of the people that I talk to, they have bad experiences from agencies that they just onboard all the time new clients, and they have a very basic structure of 3 campaigns, while you can have a structure of having several campaigns. I'm not going to show you in the PC. You can see the previous case studies that I have most probably 2 or 3 videos back. So because Black Friday is coming, I wanted to make this discussion so that somebody can see it and it can save them time from all of that and just understand more. Just to summarize, if you want to work with someone, just try to realize if the agency or the freelancer that you want to hire, they just work with the model of volume instead of the model of quality. So If they just say to you crazy things like, yes, we can have 5 rows, 10 rows, they don't care about it, and they're going to just work for you, take the money for 1 month, and that's it. Ask them to see live ad accounts, learn about their process, understand why they're doing this and that. Tell them about break-even ROAS. Don't let them just show you ROAS and you will be dazzled by it. Calculate with them the break-even ROAS if you don't believe them. You have to understand that marketers tend to lie a lot, and that's another issue that we have to fix. We cannot just lie all the time. If the ROAS is not good, we show the CTRs and the clicks, and if the clicks are not good, we show the ROAS and so on. We need to speak from a level of expertise. Okay, we are experts, and the people that they work with us, this is what they want from us. They want to scale, they want that, but this doesn't mean that we can always meet the requirements of crazy ROAS or scaling while maintaining 5 ROAS or whatever that may be. All of that summarizes what you need to do in order to see if you're going to work with an agency, with a freelancer. If you want to do the ads on your own, it's also good, but you're not going to have this idea of working in multiple ad accounts and seeing different things, which is going to help you. This is the reason that I started doing Facebook ads, because before I became freelancer, I had my own e-commerce stores and I wanted to be very good on that so that I can be good with my ads. And this is how I started working with others, with word of mouth, and then I realized that I like it more from e-commerce. I sold my e-commerce store and then I became a freelancer. But all of these things, I don't want to make this video longer. I hope that you understand. I hope that it's going to help you in order to try to find the best ideal person to work with you. Don't forget that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, my course, my website, and until we meet again, guys, have a nice Black Friday. Be careful who you are going to employ, and be creative and be consistent.